Hello everyone, my name's Tyler. Welcome to another episode of Fortnite Battle Royale Ideas, the series where you give your ideas for Fortnite and I'll give you my thoughts and implementations on the ideas. In today's video, we will be talking about the Spawn Island. Today's video idea comes from Nolan Krieger, who says, the lobby should be a social area like in Destiny or COD World War II, where you can practice building and shooting and go to the shop. There could also be a soccer arena where you can play against other players. In the background, you're seeing some squad gameplay dropping in at Lucky Landing. Had one of the closest calls of being able to save my teammate before the enemy finished him. Then we have to make our way all the way across the map to Wailing Woods where we did the rest of our fighting. It proved challenging, but fighting above the treetops in a 1v4 situation proved favorable on my end and will make for some entertaining gameplay. If you enjoyed the gameplay, give the video a thumbs up. What's the point of the Spawn Island anyway? When you boot up Battle Royale, you're taken to a screen where you can look at your stats, change your settings, see upcoming game updates, and browse the item shop before you matchmake into a game. Then once you do, you load into the Spawn Island for seemingly no reason. Everyone runs around like a chicken with their head cut off, pick up some weapons lying around to sling bullets at the enemy players, and dances everywhere. But it's so entertaining to see 8 people in a circle all doing the robot, or everyone doing different dances at the same time. It's something so simple, but something I think we can all agree on that provides so much entertainment. So why not enhance this experience? When you load into the game, instead of just a menu screen, it would be a social hub on the Spawn Island. Obviously, there would be a limited amount of people on the Spawn Island per server, just like other games. You could run around the entire Spawn Island and do all the new incorporated stuff until you're ready to matchmake. Once you matchmake, the countdown timer begins and you load onto the bus as usual. So what kind of new fun stuff are we talking here? Well, it would be everything that's on the main menu, but spice it up and add more. Let's start with the shop. Instead of the shop being a menu, it's a building, a physical building that you and your crew can walk into and browse the shop. You see all the featured items hanging on the wall, and the limited rare ones that are featured will be hanging on the wall behind the main desk. You could browse them on the wall, or you could even try them on. You'd physically be able to see your character holding the pickaxe or wearing the backpack you were looking at, and everyone else inside the shop could see it on you as well. Maybe the shop building could have a museum type room in it. Maybe that could be a different building altogether, where you could go in there and see all the cosmetic items ever implemented into the game that aren't currently in the item shop. You wouldn't be able to buy them, but it would be cool to see all of them lined up and to see what you don't have or what you do have and what you may want to buy if it hits the shop again. They could also add in a similar building, the Vault. It is exactly what it sounds like. Have a museum of sorts that showcases all the vaulted weapons and items. They could have dev notes beside them that talk about why they made the decision to vault the items. They could have another museum of sorts that show off concept art. Concept art is one of my favorite things. Show off all the different designs of each weapon, item, and location before they made it into their finalized form. I think that would be really sweet. Add in a 1v1 arena. Playing games like this with your friends is great fun, but every now and again, it's fun to play against your friends, and there's really no way of doing this. I think you can host your own server, but if you're only playing with a few people, that large area of map to play with just a few people would be a bit much. Instead, have an area where you can play against each other, where you and another person or you and a friend can play in this small area. Something like a 100 meter by 100 meter square. Each player starts with 500 of a resource, votes on a weapon to use, and spawns on opposite ends of the playable area. Maybe there's a few health items laying around as well. It'd be good fun with your friends and a good way to practice or show your friends certain tactics. It would be very small in scale compared to the whole game and could be especially good for you if you're good at choking those 1v1s at the end of games. If you didn't already know this, you can shoot soccer balls into the goals on the map in Fortnite. Why not add in a whole new minigame of this? They could keep it exactly how it is now, or if they wanted to add in a few more mechanics, they could do that too. Just another fun thing that I think people would gravitate towards. Imagine all the fun new characters they could add into the game too. There's a shopkeeper with dialogue lines and a personality. There's a referee at the soccer fields. There's a security guard at the museums. There's a weaponsmith, a building consultant, a bus driver. Not only would these people have dialogue lines that make them unique, but they could also add in additional rare things that they say that hint towards Easter eggs and events, like the comet thing that's going on. How crazy would it be if there were people on the Spawn Island saying vague lines of what's going on or what they think is going on? Imagine what each of these characters would look like too. This could be another series of skins that they could add into the game. I'd want to play as a bus driver, or even a security guard. Think of the potential for the players and for the devs. I've mentioned a test range before. This would be a great way to practice with the different weapons. Go to the firing range area of the Spawn Island, choose your weapon, and you can get a feel for it. After your time is up or you've shot all your targets, you can see how much damage you did and your accuracy. Then that gets posted on a global leaderboard. A similar thing could be added in but for building. Having a building consultant that shows you the different edits that can be made would be helpful for new players. Or maybe there's an outline of something that needs to be built, similar to what's in the PvE, and you have to figure out how to build it. Then you can time yourself and improve your building efficiency. These could also be posted on a global leaderboard as well. The biggest upcoming updates are always posted before you launch Battle Royale. This is a great way to see what's coming up. But if you want to see what bugs are being fixed, weapon buffs and nerfs or other gameplay changes that they've made, instead of having to look it up online, how convenient would it be to add in an area on the spawn island where you can look at all the patch notes, not only of the latest patch, but all of the previous patches as well. You have daily and weekly challenges to complete. Those were one of the best additions to Fortnite. They're a fun challenge to go after and add in so much replayability. Once you complete them, you hit a button to collect your XP rewards. That's fine and satisfying, but why not take it a step farther? Add in a quartermaster of sorts. Go to the barracks building and find a guy handing out contracts. This would basically be a reskin of the current challenges. The difference is, you see someone hand you a sheet of paper with objectives on it. Maybe more details can be given as to why this needs to happen. Then when you complete these challenges, instead of simply pressing a button, you physically go back to the guy that handed them out, and you are rewarded personally. It's a small reskin that I think would give everyone a much more satisfying, fulfilling feeling once you complete your challenges. Not only that, but I think it would add in a lot of depth and potential for newer and harder challenges. Everybody loves to dance in Fortnite. Have a dance hall on the spawn island. They could have different ones that do different themes. This would be a fun way to show off your new dance moves and dance with a bunch of other people at once. What do you want to see done with the spawn island? What do you think of the ideas I mentioned? I know there's a lot more that could be done, a lot more fun additions simply for entertainment's sake, additions that could be added to improve and practice your skills, and additions that could add depth and story to Fortnite Battle Royale. Let me know your thoughts and ideas of the Spawn Island social hub in the comments below. Share this video with your friends. If you enjoyed the gameplay or commentary, give the video a thumbs up to show your support. Subscribe for Fortnite and all things gaming. This has been Toast, and I'll see you on the next video.